Hey Jarvis, let's make a YouTube video.
Setup complete.
A dramatic one.
Importing all preferences from home interface.
Today, my job was replaced by artificial intelligence. And so is yours. Cheers. Well, it has happened. I literally can remember the exact day someone said to me, you know, maybe one day AI might actually be able to edit photos better than you. And I genuinely laughed in their face. I'm not going to be doing that anymore because today, cue Luminar AI, the first photo editor completely powered by AI. Now, Luminar AI is not an updated version of Luminar 4. We're actually getting a completely new program altogether. So today we have partnered with Luminar AI to get to the bottom of this and really give it a shot and see what editing in AI is all about. And boy, let me tell you. This morning, my girlfriend Angelique and my buddy Reef and I went out to the field behind my house to just snap some photos. But we spent a few hours going around trying to capture some images to just see what we could come up with later in Luminar AI. The first photo we captured was a very soft lighting portrait. The sun was actually decently harsh that day, so I had my girlfriend Angelique pull her scarf up over her head to create a little bit of natural diffusion. Fast forward, import this image into Luminar AI, and holy smokes. I've always used traditional photo editors that are tool-based programs, meaning that you need to know how to use the tools in order to get a certain result. Luminar AI is actually a results-based editor, meaning you can just decide how you want the image to look, and AI will do all the heavy lifting for you. If you're confused, don't worry. What is the hardest part about editing portraits? It's advanced stuff like skin smoothing, dodging and burning, contouring the face, and even advanced eye enhancements. It's the time-consuming stuff, right? Well, now it's actually just a slider. I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly apply a little preset to put a base layer down on this photo, and then we can dive in to Face AI. Here, we will relight the face, enhance the details of the eyes, add light pop into the eyes, actually whiten the eyes, we can enlarge the eyes. We're gonna do a little bit of dark circle under eye removal. And then if we wanted to, we could genuinely go in and change the color of her eyes, although we're not going to because she's perfect. Isn't that right, baby? Then we're gonna move on to the Skin AI. Here we will smooth out the skin without affecting any of the details of her actual face. We can go ahead and tackle any shine removal from her face and even take out any skin defects that might be bugging us. So I'm just gonna go ahead and affect the Skin AI, let it all render in. We are smoothing skin the proper way. We're not just blurring the face until it looks smooth. So that took a grand total of 27 seconds. This is a process that would have taken me easily 30 minutes in another program. Here's our after, that is our before. 27 seconds. So for the next shot, one of the features I really wanted to try to tackle was Sky AI, a feature that literally lets you drop new skies, sunsets, even stars into your images, but more importantly, it allows you to relight your entire scene so that it looks seamless and the sky looks real. So I took a photo of Angelique in front of the mountains behind our house, and let's give it a shot. With this new Relight Scene tab right here, it actually changes the rest of your image to match the sky. It relights your entire photograph based on how the sky would have actually colored your image. This is a huge, huge feature for me. It means that we can go in here and grab something like a dramatic sunset, relight our scene, and all of a sudden it actually looks like it was captured in that moment. This is massive. We can take this image so many different ways, it's absolutely incredible. I bounced around between different sunsets and dramatic skies. Now I actually decided to go with Blue Sky 1 because this sky replacement actually allowed this image to look like what I see here every single day during the summer. It's turning into winter right now, so we have a little bit of gray skies, but by just simply clicking Blue Sky 1, it looks like a perfect day here in Hawaii. Then you can go in and do all the great stuff we did in the last image, like relight the face, enhance the eyes, bring in some shape to her cheekbones. Like, I actually had to take a second look back at our beginning image to remember what it even looked like, because the blue sky image looks so good that I realized I couldn't have edited this myself, and I shed a little tear. The last thing I'm gonna do is go into Sky Replacement Advanced Settings and add defocus to the sky so that the sky actually matches the defocus background in my photo. These advanced features like Sky AI, Face AI, Skin AI, Composition AI, and Structure AI, all of this artificial intelligence, it's beautiful. It makes the editing process just a little bit simpler and a lot more fun. Now, the last photo I had to share was actually a photo my mom took of me while I was editing these photos at the beach. Now, this beach is close-ish to my house in the middle of the day, and I wanted to try something that I've always struggled to pull off, and that is a solid day to night edit, where you take a photo during the day and edit it to look like the middle of the night. This is extremely hard to do, especially when you're using tool-based editors. So to start, I'm gonna choose kind of a desaturated template like Snowfall here to give us a good base start. And then I'm just gonna go full send into Sky AI, and I am going to click on Galaxy 2 and see what happens. I was like, okay, that's pretty good, but then I remembered we have this relight slider, so I just went ahead and dragged it to the right and it worked. Can't believe it myself. It fully worked. Once I had the lighting right on the sky, I was actually able to go down to mood and add a secondary preset. I chose Tokyo, I believe. The last thing I did to kind of solidify this image was go down to a mystical setting and just bring on the base level of mystical, which just gave it that little nighttime pop. Now, before anyone tries to say anything about the shadows on the ground, this is actually accurate. The moon during a long exposure photograph would actually create shadows on the ground just like the sun. So we're golden. But now let's say we want to take this photo a different direction. Can we? We'll go back into Sky AI and we'll choose Blue Sky 6. Looks good. I think we can do even better. We'll go back in and let's try Sunset Clouds 1. Now, this gives us a really, really cool image. As you can see, when we relight, it brings in the proper pink tones. Now, if we want to, we can easily go in and add some dramatic sun rays. We can change the penetration of how far they reach into the sky, the overall sun ray length. Then we can go down and change the warmth of these sun rays so that they actually match the sky. There we go. And just like that, we can literally see our sun rays now. We can come in, place our sun. We can move the sun all the way around and actually affect where the rays come through behind the mountain. As you can see, it literally takes into account the mountain. We're gonna leave our sun rays right there to give us a real looking sunset. Gonna change the sun ray length so it looks more realistic, and yeah, enough said. My entire adult professional photography life, I've been quite apprehensive about artificial intelligence editing. I didn't know if it would be replacing our jobs or if it would be giving us more tools that we didn't already have. Now, having played with this program, I can genuinely tell you that this makes editing more fun. It makes editing easier, more intuitive, and a little less daunting, and the results are really, really cool and creative. In closing, I honestly had a lot of fun editing in Luminar AI. There's something to be said about editing in a results-based program rather than a tool-based program to just kind of unleash your creativity and allow you to do things you did not know you could do. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about AI-based editing? Are you going to be trying Luminar AI, or are you going to be sticking to your traditional photo editors of the past? If you do want to try Luminar AI, please feel free to order it with my special link and price down below. I really think you'll be enjoying this, as well as another plus is Luminar AI is not a subscription-based program. It is a one-time fee, so you won't be paying for it every month, so you can save that money for all of the new gear you've had your eye on. Do you think I was going to say like rent and life things? No. Money goes into gear and more gear, and then trips to shoot the gear with. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, learned something, or at least found it interesting. I make brand new film and photography related videos every single week here, and I would love to have you, so please feel free to subscribe, give this video a like, share it to a friend or whatever. But anyways, before you go, remember, stay motivated, stay inspired, and never stop creating, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.